one studio apartment in the West Village. We all live together, and her whole family's there. Mary has 6 brothers and sisters, and sometimes they all come to visit around holiday times.
Only one bathroom.
And of course, we try to keep the kosher kitchen. It gets a little complicated.
I like my own.
She's a vegetarian. My parents were...
I'm a recovering Catholic.
I'm a meat-eating vegetarian.
Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my breakfast and I eat them for my lunch. If I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all at once. Am I right? So, what we want to offer now is a free circus right over there in a matter of mere minutes. Free show. Takes about an hour. Circus amok in your park. And now, without further ado, we have to continue our sandwich mission because we were sent here for Mars. Let's go!
Well, everybody, you gotta have 2 people per person.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the Bronx, are you ready? I can't hear you! Are you ready? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your lucky day because it's time for Circus!
I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to the 1999 version of Circus
Je connaissais à peine Jennifer Miller, figure new-yorkaise célèbre pour sa pilosité faciale. Pourtant, en apprenant l'existence de son cirque, j'ai eu aussitôt envie d'en faire un film. Peut-être parce que sa démarche incarnait à mes yeux ce que New York avait de plus créatif, de plus généreux, bref, ce que j'adorais dans cette ville où j'avais vécu mais où je ne vivais plus. On m'avait dit, ils font une tournée de 3 semaines par an, en été, au cœur des quartiers déshérités. Alors l'été suivant, j'y suis partie, accompagnée de Sophie et de sa caméra. C'était en juin 99.
We are the world's most ordinary circus. We like to shriek when circumstances really irk us. Our violence are cut, so what? We're the baddest show in town. We're seeing monsters in the night, and all the news is truly on your front. Let your hair and prepare for a gnarly, nasty struggle. We have rights, we can fight.
Chaque été, depuis 6 ans, ce cirque obstiné arpentait la ville du nord au sud et d'est en ouest, mais toujours à la périphérie. Nous lui avons emboîté le pas. Le principe était immuable. Une équipe semi-bénévole pour un spectacle populaire de qualité qui exploitait les ressorts du cirque et du théâtre de rue tout en abordant des problèmes actuels. Les circonstances irritantes ne manquaient jamais, mais depuis quelque temps, un homme incarnait à lui seul tout ce que le cirque combattait. Le fameux Giuliani, maire de New York depuis 1993.
El amor, dejamos de ser dos bailando.
Jonathan, can you give us a little more leg on the back of the lion? A little more. Yeah, like during the eating, like you can get a little wilder. Our lion is like a little more rawr. I want to rawr your whole lion up a little more. And a little lower, maybe. And I'll tell Rick that too. Like when we're behind, even on where is he? I think that's good for roustabouts. Anything else from you guys?
Is the mayor stuff okay?
The mayor's good. The mayor is good. You have Laura cowering a little bit.
Is that good? Is that all right?
I don't know. I mean, it's strong the way it is. But what might be okay is dumber, but maybe not quite so mean. Just to let the activist and get the activist up just a touch. But it's so strong the way it's happening. It has a rhythm. So.
Rise under our toes. Yeah, and then come down. And let's go all the way down again, lifting up our heels. And then come back up. And rise up onto our toes. And down. And that's the ballet.
Pendant des années, le cirque s'était senti bien seul à critiquer ce maire qui, au dire de tous, avait remis la ville sur le droit chemin en réduisant massivement la criminalité, le nombre de gens aux allocs et de sans-abri. Mais depuis mon retour, je percevais comme un vent de révolte. On ne pouvait plus traverser hors des clous ou promener son chien sans laisse sans risquer une contravention. Et même la bourgeoisie blanche, électorat attitré de Giuliani, commençait à se lasser de sa campagne pour la qualité de vie.
a lot of the things that used to draw people like me to come and live here have been destroyed. You can't find cheap rent in the city anymore. You don't come here if you want to live an alternative lifestyle. Now people come here if they want to start an internet company. All of the little good kids who think that they're radical, but really all they care about is making money, come here now and pay these enormous rents to live here. I also think that the problem is that a lot of the interesting neighborhoods, old Polish neighborhoods, old Puerto Rican neighborhoods that used to be right in the middle of the city have disappeared and been pushed out to the edges of the city. So that's, it takes away from a lot of the interesting things that you feel on the street. Giuliani got rid of all of the people that used to sell things on the street. So, when you're walking down the street, you can't find somebody on the corner selling books or selling food. It's all gone. So the streets are quiet and clean and boring. What else? Times Square is not interesting anymore. In 3 years, Times Square used to be the kind of place where you'd go and you'd see black people, Asian people, white people. Now all you see is fat white people from Iowa or from Germany. I mean, there's just nothing else. So anyway, for me, the thing I used to love about New York is that it was a city full of freaks and outcasts. And now, I don't know where they've all gone. I don't know if they're dying or if they're just disappearing. Maybe the ground is just opening up and eating up these people, but they don't seem to be here anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you! Thank you very much! Thank you! Yeah.
we are the Fratelli Brothers! And we're so happy to be here today. As guests of the famous Circus. Circus of Schmuck.
Oh, brother! Circus amok. 6 years.
Okay, Circus of Mob. Aren't they cute though?
J'avais donc rencontré une espèce en voie de disparition, les derniers héritiers de cette tradition des arts forains où le monstrueux fonctionnait aussi comme une critique de la normalité. Et la barbe de Jennifer en était le plus beau symbole.
It didn't start coming until, I was in my young 20s. And I was just a young radical dyke at the time, and I had been raised in this sort of be who you are business, and you don't have to shave your legs and you don't have to this and that, and I was duly adhering to all that. So then my beard started coming in, and then all of a sudden it challenged all of those notions that I didn't have to adhere to prescribed male-controlled images of beauty that we all saw in magazines, etc. So there was this little challenge. Well, I could wear it. It was a little hard, but I wasn't gonna bow down. I was just pushing those limits a little farther. And so that was really the genesis of it. And then I think that there's been a lot more reasons since. For jobs now and then I would shave it. And I found when I shaved it that I really got these swells of shame, this fear of hiding, because then there would be, there's always that sort of like a dirty underwear fear, you could get hit by a car any day, so you better not be wearing the thing that gets passed down from grandmother to mother. So it was that same thing of well, I'm hiding it, okay, but it shows a little, and then people are looking at me wondering, and so I was really maintaining big secret, and that becomes very debilitating, and it became, and it turned out that it was, allowed for a much more fluid sense of self and more movement to not be working that secret holding all the time. So in the end, it became, more, I hate to say empowering, but sort of in just the real sense of the word. I had more energy by wearing it than by not.
Something really needs to be done about that because our young black men are in danger due to it. And I appreciate the circus coming around.
I really loved it. It was very, very nice, and I think it has a very positive message. And I think you should go in most communities and a lot of the black communities and do this. You have to get this message to the community because people are not aware. A lot of people don't read the newspapers. A lot of people don't really want to be bothered with that, but you have to make people aware of these situations. And I think that's excellent.
You live around here?
Yes, I do.
The guy was dressed up like a girl, and they was all brothers, and they was doing the thing, and then the other ones was falling.
And they was fighting over each other.
And fighting. And then the guy with the glasses said, "Hey, brothers!" And they had.
They said we're back.
Cars stolen out all the time. Yeah, the Triborough Bridge will land right at 125th.
Harlem, Brooklyn, le Bronx, encore Brooklyn. Nous suivions Circus amok depuis quelques jours maintenant, et c'était ce qui me surprenait le plus. Comment une troupe principalement blanche, qui transgressait joyeusement les frontières des genres, parvenait-elle à se faire accepter si bien dans des quartiers noirs, pauvres et réputés dangereux? Au départ, on ressentait parfois une certaine tension, mais elle s'évanouissait et le spectacle se déroulait ensuite comme dans l'évidence.
I certainly know that the first year we went out, it was pretty amazing because we were really worried, and I'd always been told as a performer in other circuses, which were even so-called political, that I, for example, couldn't wear my beard, that like the people couldn't handle it. If you're gonna give free theater, then you shouldn't be, challenging at the same time and, make it hard for them. You should give them what they want somehow, which wasn't yourself. And so, and to go out doing theater like as gay people would be sort of giving and taking at the same time. So, but we found that wasn't true, really. People don't want to be homophobic. They want to, go, hey, they want to clap for Scotty, or, they want to be able to be generous towards the material. They don't want to maintain this ghetto status.
Circus is eventually elevate the popular culture. I think it's also important because we're using these common issues. It's like we're coming and bringing a show that's very much about issues that affect the lives of people in the communities we go to, and that kind of builds a really, as corny as it sounds, like a really kind of intense common ground. And you find that people often accept and really deal with the issues of sexuality, I think, a lot more because we're building this middle step. And we're saying these are issues that we're concerned about, and we know they affect you and they affect us. And we have to kind of like start there and work from that.
Garden, 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 garden. Now, you've been saying this all day. I'm sick of your crap, and I want to know where we're going and when we're gonna get there.
We're getting there, Mr. Mayor. Just hold on a second. We're almost there.
You know what? You're fired.
Excuse me. I don't even work for you.
Well, good. Now, don't you think all that garden land you're talking about could be used for something better, like housing, say? You people like housing, don't you?
Don't you think you could try developing some of those 10,000 other vacant lots we have instead of developing our garden?
More. Is this it? Look at this. It's nothing. Crappy little field, a breeding ground of fruits and vegetables.
Right on.
And look, a 60s throwback. All right, gentlemen, it's crap. Get rid of it.
Enjoy the creator first is God, the great creator, right? But then we have to enjoy his creation because he gave us for a gift. So we cannot allow men to take that from us because it will be a stealing, right? So this is for sharing. The garden is for sharing. So go enjoy yourself and tell the people or friends, whatever, you know, plant, you know, for pleasure, you know, for you and for your neighbor. That's what we do here. This is a community garden.
J'avais connu moi aussi le bonheur des jardins communautaires, ces petits miracles de verdure logés au cœur de la jungle urbaine, maintes fois rescapés. Mais dans le New York de Giuliani, où l'espace public rétrécissait à vue d'œil, il risquait définitivement de disparaître.
Ce jardin a été créé il y a 21 ans. C'était un morceau de terrain plein d'ordures, complètement négligé. Les propriétaires avaient mis le feu pour toucher les assurances, donc c'était horrible. Nous avons nettoyé. Ça, c'est l'histoire. Ce jardin est l'histoire de tous les autres jardins. Nous avons nettoyé, nous avons créé ce jardin. Ça n'a pas coûté un centime à la ville. Et maintenant, parce que le quartier a été... C'est un quartier où on ne peut pas trouver un appartement moins de 1 500 $ pour une petite boîte. Alors, les terrains sont très chers, ont beaucoup de valeur. Et Giuliani, qui est un être complètement malade, veut vendre tout ce qui est à vendre. Plus quand il a été élu maire, la première fois et la deuxième fois, les gens qui ont donné beaucoup d'argent pour son élection étaient les développeurs, n'est-ce pas, les gens.
Les promoteurs.
Les Alors maintenant, il veut les rembourser. Alors c'est une bataille totale chaque jour. Et il y a des jardins qui sont détruits. Par exemple, la semaine prochaine à Orem, il y a 7 jardins qui vont être détruits. Et ce sont des jardins formidables.
Et le fait que Bette Midler en ait racheté une partie,
Pardon?
Le fait que Bette Midler ait racheté ceux qui avaient été mis aux enchères...
Ok, il y a 114 jardins qui ont été sauvés. Il y en a 500 qui sont en danger. Il y a 750 jardins à New York. Ok?
Oh, I got the wireless out of my gun. 1, 2, 3, no go nowhere. Stop. At least one. At least one, baby. I tell you. No lose. Welcome, you.
Dans la géographie très personnelle que dessinait Circus Amok en sillonnant la ville, Coney Island était une étape incontournable. D'abord parce que cet endroit unique, à la fois plage et parc d'attractions, était un haut lieu de la culture populaire new-yorkaise, cette culture à laquelle le cirque rendait hommage à sa façon. Et puis parce que Jennifer avait travaillé ici, au Sideshows by the Seashore, dernier cabaret forain des États-Unis où s'enchaînaient les curiosités et les attractions, 10 numéros pour le prix d'un.
Hi.
Welcome to Coney Island. We're in Astroland Park and we are very proud and happy to have Circus Amok performing here.
I've been to the sideshow, I love it. Wait. Right?
Yeah, we're now, we just moved down the block. We're okay in the new location.
Yeah.
Except we missed one of our star attractions. We want her back.
I had to go. Money or something?
Well, I think we're talking money over cocktails and lunch after the performance.
Oh, are we? Yeah, I had to make the decision to go from underpaid work to unpaid work. You know, you got to keep moving down that line.
Oh my God! And here comes Geek, who I haven't seen in months.
All the sideshow historical figures are running to Coney Island today in the wake of the tragedy and in the celebration of the circus and the reunion.
Buried under snow and like they uncover her and
I used to work over there in the sideshow, Coney Island sideshow by the seashore, and I performed as Zenobia, the woman with the beard, and I would do it 10, 12 times a day. And I worked from 11-hour days, 3 days a week. And I did it off and on for 7 or 8 years. And it was incredible performing practice. And it was incredibly grueling, but also a terrific place to work in many ways.
And did you feel comfortable about being the bearded lady?
Well, that was what my whole act was about. So I felt comfortable because I felt people were coming in with an expectation of gawking, and then I would turn the thing on its head a little bit, hopefully, and give them a good lesson and send them on their way. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Zenobia, for today anyway, and I am a woman with a beard. Now, you notice I'm calling myself a woman with a beard, not the bearded lady. Why is that? Does anybody have any ideas? All right, I'll tell you. If I called myself the bearded lady, I would be saying that I, Zenobia, for today anyway, was the one, was the only woman with a beard in the entire world. The bearded lady. Could that possibly be true? No, a resounding no from the fabulous Wednesday afternoon crowd. Of course it's not true. The world is full of women who have beards, right? Right. Well, all right, at least they have the potential. You know what I'm saying? They have the potential to have a beard. If only they would reach out and fulfill their potential. As I myself have so obviously done, instead of wasting the time, the money, the energy with the waxing, with the shaving, with the electrolysis, the paint to the list, with the plucking. All right. We all know someone who plucks. Fine, a little pluck here, a little pluck there. All right, but the next thing you know, you got pluck, pluck, pluck. You're on a roll. You cannot stop. It's pluck, 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 pluck. There it goes. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, I can't stop. I'll try one thing. What I want to do is try one new trick out here. I have a big TV camera and everything. I need you to help me out on the... Oh! Wait, I just need you to help me out on this one more trick here. Okay. What I want you to do here, if you could, is watch carefully as the blade leaves my right hand, passing between my left arm and the left side of my body, leaving only a quarter of an inch to spare on either side. Are you ready? Very good. Here I go. Hop! I can see, if I look carefully, you are intelligent, discerning French crowd. You want a little more for your money, you cheapskates? You're getting all this for free. Well, all right. I shall now, therefore, risk my life and your my life and limbs for your perverse pleasure as I take it home. Go ahead, Zenobia, girl, take it home. Here we go, coming home. Hop. Hop, 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 and safe. Thank you.
Excuse me, I know you're trying to make a movie. Could you help me get out?
Au fur et à mesure qu'avançait la tournée, je mesurais mieux l'énorme énergie déployée par le cirque, la rigueur de son travail et son impact dans la ville. On aurait dit qu'il ouvrait un espace de dialogue où venait s'exprimer le ras-le-bol des habitants. À chaque représentation, les langues se déliaient et les apparitions de Giuliani en particulier déchaînaient le public.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now bring to you His Honor, the Mayor of New York City, the Honorable Mayor Rudolph Giuliani.
These daily protests are getting silly and highly political. There is no unrest in the city. The city of New York is safer than it's been in a very long time. The sense of crisis does not extend into the city. I know what unrest is. There is no unrest. It's a publicity stunt. Can't you figure it out? It's a publicity stunt. And you are getting sucked into it.
In a way, but in a way he's doing a lot of damage to the city too. You know, the one thing that I do enforce of Giuliani is what he's doing with the welfare. He's making them work, but he should get them jobs. Because right now I'm on welfare, and I've been working for 2 years for the Department of Sanitation without pay, just my welfare grant. You understand? I have to travel all the way from here that I live, all the way to 233rd Street and Dyer Avenue. And all I get is $18 coffee. I don't get no lunch money, there's no restaurants. The only thing I have for food is food stamps, and they don't take no food stamps in restaurants. There's a lot of things that he's doing wrong.
Exactly the same thing as working when you didn't work.
When I didn't work, I'm getting exactly the same thing. And then a lot of things he's doing with the tickets now, and the miles per hour you can drive on roads and all of this, you know, he's like doing a lot of crazy stuff. He's running the city like this is like Russia now, really. You know? Like a communist country. They're like ruling us. You know, and I feel that he's doing a lot of wrong for the city. He's doing good, but he's doing wrong at the same time. You know, there's not enough jobs, and he wants us to work. Where? You know?
He wants us to do everybody else's job.
Exactly.
Because I worked for them also, and they had me, the ones that were getting paid, they were getting paid
was sitting down
doing their work.
And we were doing work. That's like what I do in sanitation now. What I do.
What do they do?
I work
They offer you a job after 6 months, and 6 months go by, and you have
nothing.
no job.
I've taken every city test there is. I've taken every city test there is. I've passed them all.
It's hard for college people to get a job. Now imagine us, you know?
Right?
We are considered the minority, you know? So
what if you said no? What if you didn't go?
They terminate your welfare. You have no income at all.
Petit à petit, à la manière d'un révélateur, Circus Amok faisait apparaître les effets pervers de la politique du maire. Travail obligatoire, écoles qui s'effondraient, censure dans les musées, caméras de surveillance qui fleurissaient au coin des rues. Je découvrais, au détour des représentations, le vrai visage d'une ville prise en étau. Mais je n'étais pas au bout de mes surprises. Nous sommes retournés dans le Bronx, et c'est là que j'ai fait la connaissance de Margarita.
I wanted them to put kill by cops, and then they became a little bit afraid to do that. And you know, they asked me if it was okay to put execute instead of kill by cop because their mothers were concerned about their lives, you know.
The mothers of the young men who were doing the mural.
Yes, that were doing the mural. So I said it was fine. I didn't agree totally because, you know, you pay for what you want, but they were a little bit afraid, and I got concerned. And seeing those two detectives there every night worried me. And then, like I was telling you earlier, my car was parked here one night, and around 5 o'clock in the morning, someone knocked on my door, and said that my car was on fire. Now, another thing happened when the fire department came, and I was trying to explain to the firemen that that night before I was speaking in a radio station about police brutality. He looked at me and he said, you know, you probably deserve what you got because my brother's a cop, he said. Now, you know, this brought tears to my eyes because my car just got burned and this man, my son was killed. He doesn't know how he was killed. And this man is telling me that I probably deserve what I got. So after my car was burned, I fixed it and I put this mural. I put the picture of Anthony and Hilton and it says killed by cops.
So Anthony was your son and Hilton was
my nephew. Yes. My nephew was only 21 years old and my son was 18 years old when they were executed. Anthony received 14 shots to his back where he was face down on the floor. And Hilton received 8 shots to his back, one of those to the back of the head.
An unarmed 15-year-old Puerto Rican boy was shot by a New York City police officer on January 12, 1996. According to press reports, Arzuaga was a passenger in the back seat of a parked car, which was approached by 3 officers from the 90th Precinct in Brooklyn. According to police statements, the driver tried to drive off as he was being questioned by a police officer. Another police officer then fired through the back window of the moving vehicle, killing Arzuaga. No weapons were found in the car.
Luis Allende, an unarmed Latino, suspected of a street robbery, was shot dead by a New York City Transit police officer in the Bronx on August 9, 1990. According to the police report, police officers received a report that a woman's necklace had been snatched from her. Anibal Carrasquillo, an unarmed 21-year-old Puerto Rican man, was shot dead by a New York City police officer on January 22, 1995. The incident reportedly took place after police officers saw him peering into parked car windows.
Yong Jin Huang, a 16-year-old Chinese boy, was fatally shot by a white police officer in Sheepshead Bay. He and 2 other boys had been playing with an air gun in the driveway of a friend's house. He died after being shot at close range behind his left ear.
David Cotto, age 20, was shot dead by Brooklyn police officers in his parents' apartment.
Lydia Ferraro, unarmed, shot dead.
The police haven't arrested the people that tried to kill my son, even though they know their address. But because these kids were politically connected to the police.
And I gotta keep on fighting until I have justice! My son was on his way home, and his birthday was 3 weeks. He never saw his 22nd birthday.
To kill our people! I'm sick of it! I am tired of it! What are you waiting for us to do? It's almost 2 years! You're waiting for a revolution? Look around, honey! It's growing!
Je ne savais pas qu'aux États-Unis, comme en Argentine, les mères de victimes se réunissaient pour réclamer une justice qu'elles n'arrivaient pas à obtenir. Giuliani n'avait peut-être pas contribué pour grand-chose à la baisse de la criminalité dont il était si fier, car elle avait eu lieu dans toutes les grandes villes américaines au même moment. Pour les spécialistes que j'avais rencontrés, c'était une tendance de fond, attribuable à d'autres facteurs. En revanche, sa politique de tolérance zéro avait autorisé la montée de la violence policière dans des proportions nouvelles. Désormais, tout jeune de couleur était suspect et tout policier en situation permanente de légitime défense.
when you were done, when the echoes of your bullet sprays ended, what were you thinking? Mr. Police Officers, what were you thinking? What in the hell of your brains were you thinking? 41 bullets you shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
En février 99, Amadou Diallo, 21 ans, avait été abattu de 41 balles par 4 policiers en civil. C'était une bavure de trop, qui avait déclenché une vague de protestations d'une ampleur inconnue depuis le Vietnam et dont nous percevions encore les échos. Des semaines et des semaines de mobilisation, des manifestations quotidiennes devant le QG de la police et 1200 arrestations au total, dont plusieurs leaders de la communauté noire. Parmi eux, David Dinkins, ancien maire de New York.
Run a lot, something a lot, never be lazy. How's that go, Scotty? Eat a lot. What's happening parade-wise? Babu Mines is in the house. Peggy Shaw is in the house. And Carmelita Tropicana. Carmelita's in the house. Our celebrities.
Our celebrities.
Band is coming back. I look awful! I look awful! I look like an old man! Oh my God!
La tournée s'achevait. Pour son dernier spectacle, le Cirque était revenu dans le East Village, berceau de l'avant-garde culturelle new-yorkaise dont il était issu, mais qu'il avait choisi de quitter pour parcourir le vaste monde. C'était le retour à la maison après le grand voyage. Pendant 3 semaines, Nous avions vécu dans le tumulte du cirque et j'avais découvert le cœur d'une ville que je croyais pourtant connaître. L'aventure avait été bien belle, mais elle me laissait une impression douce amère.
I mean, I imagine that there'll be a swing back, or I hope that there'll be a swing back. Not back, but to a New York where there's more life on the streets and there's a little more freedom allowed, and we're not living in a state of terror, and the prisons aren't so overwhelmed, and people aren't getting thrown into jail for everything. But it's terrifying. It's been terrifying. But, you know, what is hopeful, and sort of what we try to do in the circus and is happening in the city as well, is that, you know, there's some hope in the creative energy and the activist energy that's been pouring forth. It can be pretty depressing topics that are discussed in the circus, but then the hope is embodied in the fact of almost just the energy that exists and putting it on.